Hi, Capricorn Aquarius. Welcome, welcome, welcome to your astrology tarot reading. This is a timeless look into how you're being cosmically supported. For those of you that are new here, my name is Gabrielle, and you are tuned into Cusp of Roses, where we do timeless general tarot readings for all 12 cusp zodiac signs every new and full moon and every zodiac season. If you're interested in that content, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can tune in to our next live tarot reading. All right. Thank you guys again for being here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Those of you that might be here cross-watching, those of you that maybe just have heavy Capricorn and Aquarius in your natal chart, in your big three somehow, all are welcome here, y'all, okay? And a special hello to my cusp babies born on this beautiful cusp, all right? To find out if you are on this cusp according to your birthday, that information is also in the description box below, as well as all of the links you'll need to book a personal reading with me. Check out the exclusive bonus readings on Patreon. Join me here on YouTube on members for special content. And find the Capricorn Aquarius reading link, reading playlist that I've put together for you guys. That's all, I think, like 78 readings that I've done for Capricorn Aquarius, something like that. So you can just save that playlist to your own personal channel, put it on shuffle whenever you feel like you need a message for the in-between time. But let's get into this, Capricorn Aquarius, okay? We are going to see what you guys got going on. I am kind of feeling sacral chakra energy for you quite strongly. So we are going to burn that incense. I'm then going to sound my singing bowl 1 to 3 times, depending on how I intuitively feel guided. This would be a moment, Capricorn Aquarius, where you would take a second to just give some gratitude into your space from your heart out into the energies, right? Get yourself grounded if you need it so that you're actually open to the messages that come forward. Now, mind you, this is timeless. So if this reading circles back through your feed at any point in the future, make sure you tune back in because there could be messages and energies we connect with in this moment that are actually for you a couple months down the line, all right? That is very common here at Cusp of Roses. That's why I made the playlist for you guys. Because something that I've maybe channeled or tapped into for maybe even a year ago is active in your energy now. So make sure you guys are checking in to all of that good stuff here. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to light the incense and sound my singing bowl. So make sure your volume is at a reasonable space or setting. Alrighty, Capricorn Aquarius. Hi, Maria. Thanks for being here, love. Good to see you. Hope all is well. Again, hi, Queen Tiki. Thanks for showing up as well, love. All right, let's get into this. Capricorn Aquarius. I get this vibe of like cleaning house. Something is either a clean slate or you are finally tapping into the energy of wanting to address something, wanting to clear the air, wanting to clear your space, clear out some clutter, whether that's mental clutter, emotional clutter, spiritual clutter, or actual physical matter clutter in your environment. It's kind of like giving yourself a fresh start, or the cosmos is opening the door for a fresh start here for you, Capricorn Aquarius. New beginnings. Yeah, it's like a final refresh, or like the final reset. I just got corrected. Okay, the final reset. Oh, you could have been going through this like ending and beginning cycle here, Capricorn Aquarius, where it felt like every single time you got your footing, something else had to be shifted that then started you from ground zero, or you had to start over and then you go far and then you got to start over again. That's what that final reset is kind of giving me. This is like maybe the last time that something will have to start over or have a fresh beginning. Now, whether this is kind of spirit being like, okay, Capricorn Aquarius, this is the last time we're going to give you a new shot at something, and or it's like, hang in there, Capricorn Aquarius, this is the last time we'll have to reshuffle the deck, or like that's how they're giving it to me, like reshuffle the deck so that you can get a better hand. So some sort of hand that you were dealt maybe was less than favorable, maybe was unfair in some way. Maybe that's been a conversation you've had with the divine, just kind of like, I don't know how to play the cards that I'm dealt. I think that this was unfair. I need a new hand. Reshuffle that deck, try again, right? Or this is just what's happening because something is like stuck, or someone feels stumped. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know the next move to make. Yeah, starting all over is like a really big energy I'm sensing. Let's start all over. Let's just start it from the beginning. I'm almost kind of getting this vibe of like, you know how if you work with like Word documents and PDFs in your line of work, or have in the past, and like you export something X amount of times, or you try to make adjustments and, you know, edit the PDF, and then the format's all off, and then you just kind of feel like, you know what, let's just start over to get a fresh page, retype the whole thing, and or, you know, figure out how to clear formatting. That's interesting. There's that option in like Word documents where you can like clear the formatting of something so it goes back to just the base, back to basics, and then you can like italicize, bold, switch the font, align it, center it, you know, bullet point it, number it. You can do whatever you need to do from there. Indents, North Node energy. Okay, so the North and South Node have been really, really active right now. It keeps coming out of this deck. I know y'all hear me and see me shuffling. So what you're destined to have, that could be why you're receiving a fresh hand. So the fresh hand, the newly dealt cards are connected to your North Node. Okay. You've got Cancer energy. Cancer's been really huge over the past few days. Nurture, comfort, and protection. And then we've got the 11th house. Okay, friends, like-minded groups, and humanitarian beliefs. Okay, can we, what else? Anything else here, Divine, that I need to be aware of? This is just your pre-shuffle, not your direct influences, okay? We'll get into that in a minute. Anything else that wants to come out? Kind of feel like there's something lingering that'll complete all of this. Oh, a lot more, okay. We've got water, we've got, again, Yang and Capricorn, and Neptune at the bottom. Okay. So quite literally, some of you tuning in, your North Node could be in Cancer, could be Aquarius, or could be in another water sign, Pisces or Scorpio. Could also be in a Yang energy, which would be fire or air. What I'll say is, if you have any sort of fantasy around ideal friendships, ideal relationships, like an ideal career, Like if you've always seen yourself as like, I want to be a philanthropist one day, I want to create my own foundation, I want to give back to my community in a big way or to the world in a big way. And that comes out of a very nurturing, grandmothery energy, because Cancer is grandmother vibes for me as a reader. Venus being more motherly energy. And interestingly enough, this Capricorn-Cancer axis, they are seventh house partners of one another, keeps coming out again. I know y'all hear me shuffle. I know y'all see it. I'm not pulling from the deck. They all fly out this way. So you could be coming into connection or having some fresh starts in friendships, in community groups, maybe even in career environments, where your thoughts, your ambitions, your realism, or just your perspective on what it is that you want to create in this world or what you think the world needs. It's like you're meeting people who have similar dreams of transcending humanity or society in that way, like taking action around that transcendence. That's definitely a part of your destiny here, Capricorn Aquarius, whether this is big scale, small scale, whether this is just within your own family dynamics or maybe in your broader community or immediate community, or some sort of community that means something to you. So I kind of get like advocacy here. Some of you might feel like you want to stand up, speak out on behalf of those. This is kind of giving me to like, let's say you have a friend that battles with some sort of disorder or was diagnosed with some sort of terminal illness, right? Or something like that. And it's like, because this is someone that's so close to you, someone you care about, you get this inspiration out of that nurturing for them, out of wanting to help them and protect them and maybe even heal them a little bit to try to like raise money for research or bring awareness. Like some of you have maybe already done some of that work, or that is the type of work that really calls to you in this moment, or that really feels good for you. Getting proactive, doing and pushing something forward around an unknown. So yeah, I kind of get it. It's like something that either doesn't have a cure yet, or the cure isn't necessarily readily available to the everyday person. It's like advocacy, wanting to figure out or push the envelope when it comes to this humanitarian belief. Whether that's everyone should have healthcare or, whatever it is, right? Whether it's very personal to you or you just kind of feel like, look, something's got to give. But it's always been a dream of yours to do this work, to be proactive in this way. So I do get that that might be a door that's opening, like an opportunity to really lay some groundwork with that, take methodical steps towards that ambition, make that dream a reality is what Neptune and Capricorn is telling me here. Getting really practical about the dreams that you have. And that might lead you to like-minded groups. Maybe that's even a part of a networking energy that you want to start picking up on, or it could be Mercury being in retrograde, giving you a little bit of the blueprint or revealing some of that to you, or getting you to think about how you're engaging these specific communities. Or it's like, I kind of get that. I kind of get like, you have the dream, you have the idea, but maybe you just haven't taken the steps, Capricorn Aquarius. Because maybe the question has been, is this something that's a part of my North Node? Is this really something I'm destined to do? I don't know, but I think you're getting that answer soon. If not, you've gotten it already. Something definitely is motivating you or inspiring you to take action, and I do feel like it could be something that's revealed from a close friend, a close family member, or again, it's just seeing yourself being a part of a community or creating community around some sort of humanitarian belief. Like I can see it's like, I believe this. Anyone else? And then people are like, I believe that too, Capricorn Aquarius. Oh, me too. And then you're like, all right, let's get together. Let's talk about it. How can we make this happen? Kind of like that. Very beautiful energy. Yeah, something very spiritually motivated, something that does connect to your emotional body, something that you feel very compassionate towards or have a lot of passion towards. This almost feels like it's the time to really think about how you can transcend that dream into reality. Beautiful. All right, let's get into your direct influences. So that's kind of like the overall vibe of your read. Thank you so much, Divine. What are the direct influences here for Capricorn and Aquarius energies? What are their direct influences in the now moment? What do they need to be aware of as direct influences for Capricorn and Aquarius energies? Okay, what's directly influencing Capricorn and Aquarius energies? Chiron, healing. Yeah. Hurt and heal. We'll talk about that in a minute. Tell me a little bit more. Thank you. And air energy. Okay. Open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. And Mercury. Yep. Okay. Mercury retrograde. Highly affecting you right now, Scorpio. So here's that ending and beginning energy. Yeah. Intensity, exposing, purging, renewing. This is that clean slate, cleaning house. Finally letting go of the stuff that you've been wanting to donate to Goodwill or to give to a sibling or a younger cousin, you know, stuff that you want to shed, ready to let it go. I don't know why I went down that hole. Those specifics, so maybe they relate somehow, some way, but there is this intense push I feel for you, Capricorn Aquarius, to get something done. And it is centered around either purging some hurt, okay, some pain, healing it, finally feeling courageous enough or strong enough to do that healing. And maybe that healing comes through being open-minded, having objectivity, or learning something through those painful experiences. And you've got Mercury, like I said, Mercury retrograde could be working with you here, Capricorn Aquarius, and you got think, learn, network, and communicate. So that's what I feel, those humanitarian beliefs and like expressing yourself in a new way here, Capricorn Aquarius. You might find yourself during this Mercury retrograde telling people things that you've never shared before, exposing how you feel, how you think about things when you would maybe typically stay quiet about that or like not share. And this would be more or less the quirkier, more unique points of views where you're like, I don't think anyone else thinks like this, or kind of like, I don't want anyone to think I'm weird for thinking like this. This almost feels like the right time to share those thoughts, because then I think I'm hearing like it's the prime time. Isn't that a song by Janelle Monáe and Miguel, I think? That song's about love. So maybe this is about love for you, Capricorn Aquarius. I know I would typically be doing love readings right now, so maybe that's just the vibe. But it's the prime time here for you to communicate so that you can connect with other like-minded individuals around this perspective, these ideas, around how to heal this hurt. So you guys could be really interested in community healing, trauma healing, not just from like a you perspective, but again, maybe some of you are like therapists or counselors, or you're interested in that work. Maybe you've been thinking about like studying psychology or sociology to like, or getting into social work, or maybe some of you guys are social workers and it's like there's a program you want to put in place to kind of create space for people who are going through similar traumas to support one another, see one another, heal one another, whatever the case may be. Again, it's either you creating network here, Capricorn Aquarius, or you finding the networks that facilitate your creativity or facilitate whatever your thoughts are on this hurt and heal. Chiron is that asteroid that, depending on its placement, will show you where your Achilles heel would be. So your one tender spot, what you come into this lifetime being very vulnerable around, very kind of sore around. You can look at it as like the thorn in your side. Okay. So depending on that placement, it's the wounded warrior energy. Some of you are going to get like a bright idea, is what I kind of just felt like. Oh, if this healing and thinking like this and being open-minded and learning about this kind of healed me, I wonder if that same thought process or that same telling me like to-do list, or like I did this and then I did that and then I did this and then I did that, I wonder if that would help other people. So maybe it's like how you've healed your own hurt, Capricorn Aquarius, is like inspiring you to share that with others who might be dealing with the same type of hurt. Or you might just feel encouraged to share, and then you meet all these people who have healed the same type of hurt or are going through the same type of hurt, and then boom, there's that network and that community. Whatever the healing and the hurt is, it is very intense, Scorpio energy. Okay, so a lot of air. So your Chiron could be in Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or Virgo, or Scorpio. Your Mercury could be in Scorpio or an air sign as well. It doesn't necessarily have to be for you to resonate with this read. And look, you got the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck already. All right, so we're confirming some things in this read for you, Capricorn Aquarius. I do hope that this reading will serve you well. All right, let's look into it. Thank you so much, Divine. Chiron, air, and Mercury for Capricorn Aquarius. What do they need to know about Chiron, the air element, and Mercury? What's going on with this hurt and heal? Hurt and heal around an Ace of Pentacles. Ooh. That just screams opportunity. Chiron is giving an opportunity to heal some sort. Look at these aces. Wow. The Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. That's the clean slate. Thank you, Spirit. That's the clean slate. That's the freshness. That's the newness. That's the fresh start, the new hand. Oh, quite literally. Right? The hand of the divine. Now you're getting a new hand filled with aces. The Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands. So a new lifestyle, new foundation, new revenue, new income, new stability, and a new spirit, new energy, new awareness, new frequency, new fire. That's kind of like the creative spark, the idea. Oh, aha, like, oh. Some of you can capitalize off of how you've healed your hurt. Whether that's like with the air energy, I kind of connect to like writing. So whether you're meant to write a book on how you healed your hurt, Capricorn Aquarius, whether you have a book idea already and you're like, oh man, I don't know if this is a good idea. I think it's a good idea. 2 aces. It's a good idea and it's going to bring you some coin here. And it would be a communication, Mercury, yeah, directly from your spirit. So it'll be felt very deeply. The words you put together, how you structure the book, the whole concept, it will touch people's spirit. Maybe even intensely. It might even give them, this could be like a work journal or, how could I say that? What's the, I'm blanking. Oh my goodness. Workbook, right? Like a healing workbook. So it really breaks down how you went about healing this hurt, how you went about overcoming this Achilles heel. And it allows people to expose that within themselves by doing the work. So I don't know if you've already had that idea, free idea, if it feels right for you, I guess. But yeah, it's some sort of idea, some sort of inspiration that will actually give you stability. You can capitalize on here. Terrified. Wow. With the Ace of Cups, your third ace. When I tell you you're getting a new hand and they're all aces, I think what's either, okay, couple of things. What's either holding you back from writing this book or really committing the time to doing or expressing this new idea or getting the methodical steps going like that Capricorn energy is because it goes against tradition. You could be, let's just say for sake, raised super Christian or Muslim or Buddhist or whatever, right? This could kind of challenge the religious views or the religious practices that you were brought up with. And I think if you're here on my channel, you kind of already push that envelope a little bit, right? Because technically, and again, I don't even like to say that because I feel like a lot of people misinterpret the Bible. That's just me though. Like, if you really pay attention, that's a story for another day. But if you really pay attention, there's a lot there that ties into the metaphysical world and all of that. But again, neither here nor there. Expressing this idea, maybe even putting it out there, communicating it, might feel like a push against or a slight against some sort of religious foundation you've been given. But there's something about this religious foundation that has been very hurtful or could have maybe even been the source of the hurt. Because it's a slippery slope when we get into religion sometimes. Very slippery slope. You got to be very, very discerning around what's business and what's actually spirit led. Okay? So, oh, shoot. Maybe, because we're still on this book thing, seems to be very important here, Capricorn-Aquarius. Maybe you're exposing the ills of some sort of tradition, some sort of industry. How an industry is hurting a community or in how we can heal from it, right? Because the Hierophant almost wanted to come out in reverse. It landed like that. Which kind of gives me the image of like it toppling down. Some sort of status quo, some sort of tradition breaking apart. So I kind of even want to keep it like that. But you got the Ace of Cups, though. Beautiful. Whoa. All right. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So maybe at the moment, again, we are under Mercury retrograde. Mercury is here in your major, not your major arcana, but your oracles. And the Seven of Pentacles is like a Mercury retrograde energy for me, where you kind of need to reinvent, reevaluate, review things, right? Look over what you've done, what can you improve, what you need to let go of. But for the World and the Eight of Cups here, I think that could even be the tone of this. It's like, I need to rethink my commitment, or I need to rethink my emotional attachment to something, because something doesn't feel good. Something is doing more harm than good for you. And it's like, it needs to be fixed. It needs to end. It needs to complete itself. So the Eight of Cups is that emotional detachment. And then taking the time to say, okay, through detaching from this or walking away from this, what do I stand to gain? Where do I want to do now? Like, where am I going after? So making that plan, because it almost feels like if you have to walk away, it's like a permanent walk away. But I think you know that in your soul. It's like, I know I'll never be a part of that again, or I'll never fully believe in that again. But I need to figure out, what do I actually believe? What are my guidelines now? So maybe that's even like a part of the book energy. Guidelines to spiritual awakening, or I don't know. You know, whatever you want to name it, however you want to call it. But that's what it kind of feels like, all right? Tell me the energy here, Divine, between Chiron and air. The Fool and the Star. Both Aquarian energies. That's you. Stay open-minded about where Spirit is leading you. Capricorn Aquarius, yes, it will go against tradition. Yes, it will go against what you're used to, or it will go against some sort of foundation you've been given. But I think it's meant to, because what's going to be exposed about this foundation, you're going to want to purge it. You're going to want to let it go anyway, if you haven't already gotten to that point. And it's almost like your spirit is calling you. I almost said the North Star. The Star card is like a North Node energy for me as a reader. And that's what I mean. It's like the Fool's like, hey, let's head towards your North Node now. This was a part of your South Node. Let's go to your North Node. Do you trust that all will be well and all is aligned for you on this path? So it's again, it's like the Fool's like, let's be open-minded. Let's be objective. Let's go learn over here. Let's go learn some new lessons. So something is definitely getting exposed, and the exposure around whatever this is, and I do feel like it's around some sort of industry, institution, something that is either widely accepted and or something that affects a lot of people. And it's going to make a lot of, like, I'm hearing like stomachs turn, or it's going to be like almost like a mass exodus away from either how people believed or how people thought about something, or how you thought about something. And it's like, yeah, no, we got to get rid of that. We have to let that go. So this healing, though, the Star card is also healing energy. Healing for the greater good, right? Stars in the sky can also represent ancestors. So all of your ancestors have aligned for you to do this path and do this healing work. Be the water barrier to bear these emotions. But to sort through them with a healthy level of detachment that doesn't keep you in the cycle but creates a new one. The Fool card. And or Capricorn Aquarius, you're meant to kind of lead the way in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, so something I feel very heart-wrenching might come out about this industry, about this hair font. I don't think it's a specific person. It feels more like a long-standing institution or something that a lot of people, again, believe in. It could be religious-based. That might even make you question what you were or why you believed in what it was or what this is. Something has done more harm than good, and that's about to be exposed. Or was created to do more harm than good, but maybe like masked to look like it was helping and healing, but it really wasn't. Energy between Chiron and Aries, and the Five of Pentacles. I hear abandonment. So whether this is like, I don't know why they want me to get this specific, but it's like almost like a church leader abandoning their congregation. And then it gets exposed that they were like doing inappropriate things with people, or like stealing money or embezzling things. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there was something crooked for sure. Something crooked. And I feel like I'm going to say that a lot because there are a lot of timelines coming here, Capricorn Aquarius. So again, only take what resonates, leave what does not for someone else. And Chiron, again, that Achilles heel. You could have a natural aversion to establishments, the man, like that type of thing. Like, I don't deal well with authority. That could be this too. Yeah, it's something around authority or an authoritative figure. You do have the Nine of Pentacles. It's almost like the divine is asking you to think independently about something, or to be an independent thinker or think for yourself and not follow what you've either been preached to, because it feels very religious. Not follow people blindly just because it looks good or it looks the part. Oh, yeah, that could definitely have something to do with religion. Anyway, let's look at air. Thank you so much, Devon. There's the Three of Swords again. Oof. The moon and the Six of Cups says there's definitely been something hidden here. And I think, honestly, it's either something that you've known. Oh, Lord. Oh, okay. Capricorn Aquarius, trigger warning. This is a fair warning. Trigger, 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 trigger. Okay, if you do not want to be triggered, maybe mute this part, okay? I almost feel like whatever might be exposed is within a community that they want me to say the wickedness that is being exposed was either done to you, or you experienced some brunt of it, part of it, or had some sort of encounter with it. And either you hid it, you didn't tell anyone, you know what I mean, kept it a secret. Or there's like this energy of you went through it, and then someone you care about, a friend, a family member, or maybe younger, is now telling you about it, and it's triggering that experience for you, and it moves you into action in a way that maybe, you know, in a younger form or at a past time frame when this was relevant for you, you didn't feel you had the power to. So it's almost like, I didn't fight for me, but I'm going to fight for this person because I know what that feels like. And I don't think it's right. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you maybe didn't have a you in your life. And now that someone's confided in you or sharing this with you, or you're noticing something that's maybe kind of, it feels inappropriate. It feels really inappropriate. And expression, yeah, I think you either say something about it, you nip it in the bud, or like you activate some sort of protection, that Cancer energy, around this situation, but like almost also in the name of your inner child or the younger version of you that wasn't protected, or maybe again didn't have a you in their life to do this for them. Because I think the news is heartbreaking, because it's like, it's almost kind of like a generational thing. So whether this doesn't necessarily even have to be a part of a congregation, this could be within a family dynamic. Yeah, where it's like something occurred to you, and then now you're finding out it also occurred to the next generation. You see what I'm saying? And it's kind of like, we need to get away from whomever is acting in that energy and to save other people. I think it's a strange sensation that I'm feeling, where almost kind of like, well, it was done to me, and so almost like I'm not saying that you could take that, but that's kind of the stance. It's like, okay, I got through it, but there's something very precious about, or very innocent about, whomever might be exposing this now, or whatever this exposure is around. And it like lights a fire in you, because it's like, do that to me, okay, but then do it to someone else, I'm ready to fight. Like, it's almost like a delayed reaction. Yeah, the Chiron, it's like, through fighting for this, through pushing for this, through advocating for this, through exposing this, you're also healing your younger version of you who experienced it, right? But I think what hits is like history repeating itself in a way that is very uncomfortable, in a way that is very eerie, in a way that is very sickening. Like I can feel like I almost want to throw up, like stomach turning. So, okay. I pray I did not trigger anybody too deeply here, but maybe that's intended. Okay, tell me more about the moon and the Six of Cups. Oh, yeah. Okay, look, the Ace of Swords. So that's confirmation that I'm definitely touching on something here for someone. My heart goes out to you. I am sending you so much love, peace, a lot of peace, all the peace your mind, heart, and spirit can handle, and all the courage that you're gonna need to, if you're doing the exposing, to see this through. because the Ace of Swords is higher awareness, but it's also communication. Okay. It's like you speaking out. This could even be like a school. Like a school could get exposed, or like a school maybe your child goes to. I don't know. Like where something inappropriate was happening. And it's like, dang, they're still doing that. I had to go through that. Or, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. There's some sort of tradition, whether, again, you went to the same school, your kids are going there now, or younger family members are going there now, and they're still doing the same inappropriate things, or like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever was done, it definitely had an impact on you. And I think that's what's bringing out this, like, raw, like this kind of fire about it. And I think it's a worry. It's a worry. It's a worry. That Five of Pentacles feels like worry. I don't want to be outcasted. I don't want to, yeah, I don't want to be outcasted because I'm speaking up on this. Especially if this you speaking about an experience that happened years and years ago. It's like some people might come at you like, well, why are you talking about it now? And it's like, fuck off, right? Like, I get that. I hate when people do that. Because them be the people who don't go through nothing. Do you know what I mean? Like, no, you're not supposed to eat that and die with the grave with that pain. No, it's coming up to heal. So, yeah, you might have to speak about it. And if it makes people uncomfortable, it makes people uncomfortable. Oh, well, you shouldn't, you know, especially if it's like the people who are involved. You, like, come on. I'm not sparing any feelings here. No. Because where was that consideration when all this was happening? Exactly. All right. Okay, let me calm down. I'm sorry. Because it really does bother me when people have that mentality, like, why speak on it now? Like, huh? Anyway, tell me the energy between air and Mercury here, Divine, for Capricorn Aquarius. Yeah, it's for you to move on. Oh, thank God. Thank you, God. It is an opportunity for you to heal this hurt so you can finally mentally move on from it. So whether this is like a haunting, yeah, you're ready for a new beginning, the Fool. So again, this doesn't necessarily have to be the whole like exposing something, crumbling down, it can be, but it doesn't have to be because this is general, right? This could just be something that's resurfacing from Mercury retrograde. Okay, something Moon in the Six of Cups, something that's very deep in the soul or has been deeply embedded in the soul that you're meant to release, you're meant to let go of in this moment so that you can move on mentally. You don't have to think about it necessarily. You can kind of make peace with it and leave it in the past and start over, start fresh. This is that redo, fresh start, starting over. So whether this is even maybe like moving to another country, I kind of feel like I don't even want to, yeah, you got the Lovers. I don't even want to be in this community anymore. I don't even want to be in this wherever country you're in. It's like I got to go somewhere new to get fresh air, a fresh perspective, the intensity around the exposure. It's almost kind of like you can't heal in the space or the place that hurt you fully. Eventually, you're going to need to get in a new horizon, in a new environment to kind of flex out all that beautiful work that you've done. And I kind of feel like that's what you're being called to do. Yeah, there's the Death card with the Lovers. So what the fear could also be is that whatever this exposure is, or maybe you do finally find the courage to tell someone your truth about something that did hurt you and that you've been healing from. I think the fear is that you're going to be outcasted by family or by a particular lover. No one might believe you, like that type of thing. I don't want to hurt these people's feelings, or I don't want to rock the boat. I don't want to stir the pot. I totally get it, but it totally feels like the Ace of Swords. You gotta say it anyway. You gotta free yourself. Like, if it's your truth, it's your truth. Regardless if people believe you or not, it's your truth. It's your experience. And I think you'll know it's your truth because that healing that'll come in, I think it'll flow like water, that Ace of Cups that was at the bottom of the deck. You'll just feel that relief. And you deserve to be free from whatever this is. So whatever the Hierophant, and it does feel institutionally or someone with authority, whatever sort of like abuse has happened there or misuse of power that did hurt you and affect you, yeah, it almost feels like it's time to speak your mind on that so that you can step into this lover's energy, because I think whatever that is has kept you distant from people or has kind of kept this like callous up. Yeah, I really do think someone either crossed a boundary here or again did some inappropriate things that they weren't supposed to do that would now make you, you know, shy to be touched. Like, I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like, intimacy is weird. Like, I don't, it's something that the divine is trying to free you from. But the freedom starts when you speak it, when you say it. Some of you, this could even be like a repressed memory that's coming online for you. I feel that heavily. Yeah, 5 of Cups. So you might not even remember the situation fully until the scorpionic energy brings it out. Pluto still being in retrograde brings it up to the surface for you. And then it's like, oh, shoot, right? Yeah. So, dang. Tell me more about the Lovers with Mercury. The Knight of Wands, yeah. Making choices and decisions or being led by the spirit of love is what that feels like. So I almost want to say, and I know we don't necessarily have a lot of combative cards, but I feel as though with the 6 of Swords being here, if this has already happened, trust and believe that this is confirmation that you absolutely did the right thing to say whatever this was, expose whatever this is, because you maybe saved some people, okay, from having to go through what you went through. And you know beyond a shadow of a doubt, yes, your soul was led to do that. Yes, you did act out of love. Don't let anybody tell you you were doing anything different than that. Again, it's those people who love sweeping things under the rug because they just can't face anything, right? They love to pretend. I don't think you're a pretender, Capricorn Aquarius. And I think that's been that Achilles. It's like, I can't pretend this didn't happen, but I also don't necessarily maybe feel safe enough to say that it did or expose it just yet. That's all changing. Tell me more about the Lovers and the Knight of Wands. For Mercury, thank you. The 2 of Cups and the Hangman. Whatever the situation is, it's definitely giving you a new perspective on how important connection is, how important it is to be surrounded by those that see you, those that love you, those that nurture you and want to protect you, those that genuinely care about you. And maybe this is something you've already said and no one believed you. Maybe people just brushed you off like, oh, no, that couldn't be. And then it's about to get exposed. And I think it happened in that way, if that is how this kind of went down, Capricorn Aquarius. It happened because you needed to see who was really in your corner, who was really tapped in with you, and who didn't, and who isn't, and who wasn't. So sometimes, as unfortunate as that can be and as painful as that experience can be, it is a blessing in disguise because it does show you, okay, you were either never really my friend and or you're not really interested and invested in my well-being if you want me to sweep something that harmed me or hurt me under the rug to save face, to save image, especially with the Hierophant, right? Like, oh, you don't say that about so and so. It's like, but they did it or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's some sort of okay, thank you, Spirit, because this is Cancer energy, the Two of Cups. It showed you who the people closest to you or the people involved, who they were more interested in protecting. And I almost feel very confident in saying the protection should have been around you, Capricorn Aquarius, not this wayward Hierophant. But yet, the Hierophant also has a lot of influence, a lot of power. And not a lot of people are confident enough, strong enough in their spirit to go against that or not care. Because it's the Five of Pentacles. Some people can't literally stand to be on the outside of things. They will wither away if people leave them out of the loop or they're not invited or they're not a part. Like, some people can't. Some people just can't. So they will stuff it down. They will play the part. They will do whatever to stay in the inn. Even if it means ignoring pain, even if it means not protecting people who need to be protected, even if it means making people vulnerable or putting people at risk. All for the sake of image, or all for the sake of clout, or all for the sake of power. I don't know. Y'all got to fill that in for me, okay? But I'm telling you right here is that this was set up for you, Capricorn Aquarius, so that you could really see who is heart to heart with you and who wasn't. Yeah, there's the war. There's the battle. There's the tension. The Five of Wands. Right. That's what's also being exposed. Some people are more impressed with protecting their image or protecting their whatever than actual humans and actual people. You'd be surprised what people do to gain power, yeah? This is what I mean. Or to even to stay connected to people with power. You don't even have the power, but you would do anything, throw anyone under the bus just to stay connected to it is... Child. Anyway, neither here nor there. Let me breathe. Because I can... The pain is real. And not that any pain is fake. This is deep. This is deep, 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 deep wounds. It feels like deep betrayal. Yeah, it feels like deep betrayal. Queen of Swords, right. You made the right choice. You made the right decision to, I almost wanted to say emancipate. So whether this was like a situation where maybe you emancipated yourself from your guardians or literally just emancipated yourself from some sort of institution, some religion, some sort of family dynamic, something that it almost feels like a cult, low key. That's maybe what it felt like at the end, or what you kind of came into awareness around. Like, this isn't actually, yeah, it's doing more harm than good. This isn't actually divine. This is cult-like. Eek. Gots to go. Six of Swords in the boat. No, thank you. And I think what you will find is that you will be a lot happier. A lot happier once you're free from this. But again, it's 3 aces. That's a brand new hand. And we have the Ace of Cups. So you got all 4 aces in this read, Capricorn Aquarius. God is dealing you a new hand personally. Like, not through anybody else, directly from source. Okay? All right, so this got a little deep here, Capricorn Aquarius. I am again sending you guys love for those of you that are resonating with this. We are going to have an extended over on Patreon. And in that extended, we'll pull some more tarot from the bottom of the deck to just get a little bit more clarity about this scorpionic energy. Then I will pull from the Sacred Destiny Oracle. We're going to see what the destined outcome is of this fresh start, new beginning, all these aces coming in, what those will look like. And then we're going to pull some manifestation affirmations and practices to kind of help navigate or kind of give you some structure around how to harness or anchor in this new energy, these new beginnings, all these aces. All right. Again, that'll be in the extended on Patreon. It will be a live reading. I hope to see you over there. And if not, Make sure you check out my YouTube memberships. All right. And if this feels very personal for you, Capricorn Aquarius, and you would like your own personal private extended reading, you can book that with me through my website, as well as other readings, where I will pull back out the Chiron, the air, the Mercury, and even the Scorpio energy. And we'll read on this directly for how this relates to you. All right. Oh, hi, Litty Bitty. Thanks for being here, love. Good to see you. Appreciate it. Yeah, this was definitely a tough one. Yeah, definitely a tough one. You are right about that, Queen Tiki, but we're gonna get through it. I'm here with y'all, all right? So 9 of Wands and the 8 of Swords just flipped out. Yeah. So this was either part of that exposure is some, and the High Priestess is back at the bottom. Part of that exposure is just how wounded you maybe were by this experience. And again, for some of you, this is a suppressed memory that's coming up. And you're going to have to go down that rabbit hole. You're going to have to go down that spiral to kind of figure out how this all went down and go through the gambit of emotions that'll come with that. But I guarantee you, when you come out on the other side of that tunnel and that spiral, you'll be so much more clear in why you were maybe operating in certain ways, why you were making certain choices, why you felt certain things in certain areas with certain relationships and friendships and family dynamics. Like, it's all going to make a lot more sense. All right. And you'll have a deeper knowing about your truth and what's the right thing for you. But let's get some more specifics here. Thank you so much, Divine. Tell me more about the 5 of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords. Yeah. Yep. Literally, stand your ground. Like, quite literally, regardless of how people decide to react to this truth, Capricorn Aquarius, stand your ground on it. Defend yourself. Spirit's also defending you too. So what might look like you being on the outs with people is really you being on the in with Spirit. I'd rather be on the in with Spirit than worried about being on the outs with people. Like, literally, you got 4 aces in this read. Like, Spirit is clearly showing up for you, yeah? Clearly. All right. And come on now. Oh, I love that. I love that. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Strength. Yes, yes. You are gaining, cultivating such deep strength in your soul here, especially with the moon, that I don't even think you really connect with how strong you are, Capricorn Aquarius. How much strength it took to get into the boat, or how much strength it will take to get into the boat. But again, I feel like Mercury is confirming that, yes, you've made the right choice if you have already done this, or it is the right choice to speak on whatever this is, expose whatever this is, because it's not only going to shift you forward, but it's going to cause the necessary wave to protect those who might still be vulnerable to whatever this hurt is. All right, so we'll look beyond the 8 of Wands and the extended over on Patreon. Again, that link is in my description box. I hope that this reading was helpful to you, Capricorn Aquarius. I know this was a little tough, got a little deep in there, but this is the work we're here to do. I'm thankful that you are here with me in this moment, and I thank you for allowing me to be your reader tonight, today, the evening, whenever you do watch this. All right, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for all your love and support. Thank you again, Queen Tiki. Lit Bitty, thank you as well. Oh, hi, Seven. Thanks for being here, love. Yes, definitely go back to the beginning and make sure you check out the Capricorn Aquarius playlist. I have over 70 readings there. Hit shuffle, see what connects with you, all right? And thank you, Maria, for showing up as well in the live chat. I appreciate y'all so much. And I will see you in our next one, all right? Definitely, if you're new here, drop your either your birth month and day, or say hello in the comments so I can welcome you to our tribe. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Namaste.